Hello and welcome to the Dump and Chase podcast on 88.1 FM, WLR The Start, Lewis University in Romeoville, Illinois. Reid and Rebecca with you in the studio on this Thursday night, starting off a little bit early tonight, but we have a special interview tonight. We have our first partner interview and our first full-line interview, so to speak. We got the defensive pairing of Dylan Parshall and Zach Bishop, as we like to call you guys, the Bishop line.
I like
coined that
nice.
name.
That's nice.
But
That's a first.
yeah. So we have Zach and Dylan on the show tonight, and Rebecca, you have some a surprise for Parshall.
I do.
Oh.
If I can find it.
If you can find it. Did you lose them already?
No. I still have some cookies from Quick Trip.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Word has spread how Parshall loves Quick Trip,
It's my
as we
favorite.
saw on the road trip. So we have some cookies from Quick Trip
Oh my god, thank you so much.
that are still from the road
I'm
trip as
alright,
well.
thank you, though.
So
Do you want one, Reed?
no, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'll have one during
It's
the
his
break.
favorite restaurant.
It
I
has to
believe,
be
Yeah, I was going to say a five-star.
a 5-star restaurant of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Of course, the best. All right, so talked about this off air, but we break this down: hockey and life, two different sections of the interview. We'll start off with hockey. And first thing, you guys are both defensemen. Why defense, first of all? And has it changed throughout your career? Because I know Parshall it has for you. We talked about this last semester. You were on the show last semester, we should mention, and you gave me quite the scare with this question. Because I asked you if you were a defenseman. You're like, I'm not. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And speaking of your position, Dylan, why did you choose to be a defenseman?
I'm actually not a defenseman.
You aren't. Did I
no,
get that
no,
wrong?
no, you're right.
Okay,
You're right. No, I do
okay.
play D. I do
Okay.
play defense. You are right.
You got me scared there.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, no, sorry for answering like that. Yeah, no, I'm not a defenseman. I'm a forward by trade, but defense, when they need me, and they need me, so I'm back at defense. Yeah, I've been playing defense since I got to Lewis. I've been Bishop's partner for the past 2 years, so it's been pretty good.
Cool. And then Zach, for you, what made you choose defense when you started playing? What was it always defense? I should say.
Yeah, no, it was always defense ever since I was a little kid. I don't know. I guess I was just pretty good at skating backwards, and that was about it.
That's valid. That's valid. I hear that a lot. How old were you guys when you started playing, and what were kind of the influences?
I started when I was 3 skating, so had to be my mom probably because her brothers played growing up, and she figure skated, so she wanted me on the ice.
Just kind of that family connection.
Yeah.
And then for me, it was I was around 10 and 11 years old. I was a pretty late bloomer. Didn't get into it till pretty late. It was I always liked the sport, but my mom met a guy, and he was a ref and took us out skating on Christmas Eve, and that's all she wrote.
That's such a good story.
I know, right? Isn't that
Every time you
fantastic?
tell that story.
No, I wish I had a better story.
Yeah, got a pretty good one.
Yeah. Throughout your guys' career, what made you continue to want to play hockey? Because I assume, like most kids growing up, you did like the full array of sports from basketball to football and everything. What was it about hockey that stood out for you guys?
For me, it was a complexity of the sport. I just was drawn to how not everybody could just pick it up. You got to really commit. You got to be 100% into it to get
Sure.
better and to progress. So
Sure.
that was my biggest draw to the sport.
For you, Zach?
Probably just like speed of the game. I played baseball as a kid, and I always got kind of bored. So I always thought hockey was always fast.
Sure.
And, you never know what's going to happen in a game, so I think that was what kind of drew me to it.
We've had a couple now former baseball players on the team, or on the show, I should say. Justin and Colton both played baseball, so that makes 3 now.
Goalies.
Goalies, yeah.
Yeah, they're weird.
They're crazy. We got them out of the
I
way,
used
though.
to be a backup goalie, actually.
Used to be a backup goalie?
Yeah,
Tell
it
us
was like
more.
the emergency backup.
Tell us about how
okay,
you
got it.
Yeah.
Tell us about how you coach goalies. I heard
That
you're
too.
a
I'm
pretty
actually
good
a,
goalie coach.
Goalie coach for Midwest Goalie School.
Really?
Yeah, with Parshall, actually.
Wow.
We both are.
Both of you guys are goalie coaches?
Yeah.
Yep.
During this summer, that's our
Wow,
job.
look at that.
Yeah.
That's a dynamic duo right there.
It is. We spend a whole year together and then the whole summer.
When was the last time you guys have played goalie in a game setting?
I've never played in a real game.
Really? Okay.
But in the camps, I've gone down, never in full gear, but I have gone down in the player gear.
Really?
And just blocks and pucks.
Wow. So if the team ever needs a third string goalie
I guess.
Hopping in,
It's
maybe.
Oh yeah, or goalie coaches.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Strap
Goalie
on the pads.
specialists.
Yeah,
You name
yeah.
it.
Goalie specialist, yeah. What player did you guys model your play style after, if any?
I always looked at Duncan Keith just for like his big minutes that he plays.
Sure.
And also just his vision on the ice. Just he's probably the best in the NHL.
Parshall, I know your answer to this
Yeah,
already.
no,
but
I
for everyone else
I don't
listening,
really. I don't really follow. I don't really look up to
Sure.
any player. I mean, there's the greats of the game like Wayne Gretzky, and now Patrick Kane and
Yeah.
McDavid are going to be probably the greats of the game that we're talking about. So, I look at anything in hockey. I can kind of just look up to and
You kinda
try it out. Yeah.
try to shape your own play style.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Anything you guys had to give up in order to play hockey throughout your careers?
Healthy body's the first one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had to give up a
definitely
lot
that.
of a non-pain-free life. That's
Yeah.
that's the first one.
That's valid.
Homecomings, the stereotypical stuff you hear about.
The dances and things
yeah,
like that.
dances.
Yeah.
Sure.
Parties at high school parties that everybody else is going to. We
Sure.
were in training,
Practice or games
practice
or whatever
games,
maybe.
exactly.
Just the little stuff that you kind of look back on and you sort of wish that you went to,
Sure.
just because from the experience that everyone else or like people talking about it, and you're like, oh, I didn't go to a single
Yeah.
homecoming or whatever. But I think in the long run, like our path that we took with hockey is a lot different than everyone else playing juniors and stuff. But I think it bettered us in our life as we are today.
Sure. What are your guys' current numbers, and do they hold any special meaning?
Number 12. No whatsoever. Switched teams and they only had All right.
It's my bad. Sorry about
Come on,
that.
apologize to the people.
Sorry, everyone out there. Jackson Logan, sorry about that.
What was the question? Oh, numbers.
your
So
number,
my number's 12, and no meaning whatsoever. There's nothing cool about it. Switched teams, and they only had 1 to 25, and chose 12. 1, 2 starts out everything. So there you go. That's an upside to it.
You had a what was your number before 12 though? I remember the story.
Yeah,
from
it was
fall.
68.
There's a story behind that one
That's
though,
a
right?
rough. That's a
Yeah,
rough
no,
number though.
Yeah, 68's it was not the prettiest number, but the 68 was my mom's birth year, so
Okay.
1968. My dad was in the Navy for 20 some odd years, and he was on the Nimitz 68.
Got it.
It just kind of fell into place. I had no prior knowledge to that. I just kind of the same thing. I picked 68 because it was the other way around. It was 50 to 75. And
Oh, sure.
that's what you get to pick. So I chose 68.
Sure. It's
Yeah.
kind of what looks decently good on the back of a jersey.
Yeah.
And Zach, for you?
22. It actually wasn't 22 my whole life. It started out as 39
Okay.
and terrible player number. It's actually a goalie number, so it was that wasn't good. I got it when I was I think a mite when I was 5 or so. It just happened to be the number that they gave me, and
Okay.
stuck with it and started to love it. And then once I went to juniors, we got to pick. And I actually was the last guy on the team to pick, and it was one of the only numbers left, but it was the number I wanted from the start.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, number 22 is really important to my family, and
Okay.
so everyone was number 22 and stuff like that. And so it was cool to have that in juniors. And then when I signed here, that was kind of my one thing that I said, I'm pretty much not going to play unless I'm that number. As bad as that sounds,
tall
that was
order.
my one thing I wanted.
Sure.
So
And it's been 22 ever since.
yeah,
That's cool. You guys talk about juniors. You guys played together with Chicago, correct?
yeah.
Correct.
And you were line mates there?
In
Or
a
Actually,
bit.
teammates?
He played
I
forward.
played forward. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
you
back
were
when I was a
That's right.
forward.
I
Yeah.
got to keep remembering that. Okay. So you guys were teammates, though. So there was always kind of that
Yeah.
kind of synergy before you came to Lewis, at least.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys know each other before juniors, or was juniors when you guys met each other?
I mean, we kind of
I think we knew of each
Yeah.
other.
Okay.
It was more like playing against each other.
Sure.
Because he played for a different team than me growing up. I played for the Leafs, and then you were
Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah.
Chargers. Okay.
So we played each other 3 times a year, whatever it was.
Got it.
And so I knew of him. And then when we came to the Cougars, we kind of definitely bonded more, and then we found out how close we actually lived to each other.
Sure.
And so we're like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
away.
but like super
So-
close.
So that happened, and then juniors obviously came close, and big reason why I'm here is because of him.
Sure.
So
Sure. That was Parshall being at Lewis a big deciding factor for you.
yeah, definitely. It was I wanted to go because he went to school a year earlier than me.
Sure.
I took a year off to play, and I had other places I was looking, but I definitely wanted to go where I had at least one really good friend and
Sure.
somewhere I could play, and he was the one.
The
that
rest is history.
Now we're at Lewis.
Were you guys line mates last season as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
got
yeah.
it. So it was just from the start at Lewis. You guys were line mates.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like in practice too, though, like we'd be playing with each other all the time.
Okay.
Like, so juniors, we weren't line mates in the games, but you only had that position for the face-off, and then
Sure.
from there, it's all really whatever.
Sure. When you played forward, what forward position were you?
I was a wing.
You're a wing. Okay.
I was a wing, and
Got
I
it.
was a.
Big net fronts.
Oh, let me tell you, I could stand in front of a net for hours.
Yeah.
That's my home. I love that. I love being
That
right
was my
there.
favorite
Yeah.
spot for him.
Kind of plant yourself in front of the blue paint and
Yeah,
go to
just-
work.
Exactly. Not
Nice.
too. I mean, pretty skilled, obviously. I mean,
Oh,
Skill-
he is.
I am
skill
the
guy.
skill guy.
Big skill guy. Yeah.
big,
we have
huge skill.
we've heard a
guy.
lot about the skill guy.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Do you guys have any nicknames from your teammates?
Bish.
Bish.
Yeah.
Bish?
Bish, and then
yeah.
Dylan. Some people throw out Parsh, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'll say Parsh once in a
Yeah.
while, but it's mostly Parshall.
yeah, Partial. That's. Yeah.
It's never Zach. No one calls me Zach.
Oh no,
Unless
they
they're
do. They
mad
need
at
to
me,
get
and
out.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, what is wrong with you?
Unless the coaches are mad, it's always Zach.
No.
No, they call
not
him. They
even
call
that.
him. They
They
call
call
him
me
Partial.
Parshall.
Yeah.
They- on the
They
bench,
go
I can't
Dylan
even
and
tell
Partial
you.
go on the ice, and it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
all right.
They call him Dylan
Thanks.
and then me Partial almost every game.
They get you confused. You
Yeah.
guys have just become like one
Yeah.
person.
1, 2,
guess.
2, 2.
You're just so
Defensive pairings.
You're
I
just
mean,
so cohesive as a line, I guess. You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's like there's just one person out there. What role do you think you guys have played on the team throughout your time here at Lewis, both on and off the ice?
was that one of those sinker ones?
This was a little bit of a thinker.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you repeat the question one more time to give it? Let me
Soak it
bask
in?
it in. Yeah,
All
let me
right.
soak it in.
What role do you think you've played on the team throughout your years at Lewis, both on and off the ice?
I mean, for me, it's skill. The skill guy has always been a part. I mean, even though it's not
Since day
true.
one.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not like a huge skill guy, but just like with that mentality, I like kind of keep it light, make
Sure.
sure everybody's working hard, having fun, being loud, make sure everybody's like doing their job, and keeping them held accountable. I'd say is my thing, and then helping recruiting and helping like bettering, like maybe putting in, like we put in shelves this year in
Okay.
our locker room, and doing little stuff like that I think could just help the team, and
Sure.
you know, just being a good guy on and
Yeah.
off the ice.
Yeah.
Zach?
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but I mean, he pretty much the same. I mean, I'd like to see myself as everything that he just said.
Put up a little more points than me, though.
I mean, that I did have a different role this year,
Yeah.
definitely with putting up the points. But that aside, I think we do a good job in practice of trying to get the guys going and skating hard. And if someone's kind of messing off or whatever, then we definitely yell. And then me and Dylan have had our times when we
Yeah.
butt heads
Oh,
because
yeah.
we both have the same
personalities going
So
hand in hand.
we've definitely yelled at each other once or twice, and then 2 minutes go by, and we're just like,
Forgot
"Oh,
it.
we're good."
Yeah.
But
Just back to hockey.
yeah.
Do you guys have any interesting pregame rituals?
Oh God!
Anything to get you locked in? I feel like there's got to be something for everyone.
If you ask this question to any hockey player, it's going to be a 3-hour answer. 3 hours. Some guy, it's either going to be a no or 3 hours.
We got
Yeah.
a very lengthy answer from Colton.
Oh,
We
God,
heard
don't
about
even-
his gum chewing routine.
with his
honestly,
How
I
he,
don't
like,
even
how
know
he,
what
like,
that is.
times
but
everything with gum.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I've
Yeah.
heard him mention. I mean, he does
He's
eat
a
a lot of
weirdo.
gum.
Yeah, he goes like full in depth. He's like, all right, second piece of gum, we're doing this. Third piece, and it's like, wow, this is complex.
Yeah.
It's a process. Anything for you guys?
I don't know. I'm kind of superstitious about like the things I do.
Okay.
But like I said, it could be a 3-hour answer. I mean, every home game's the same for me. I'm always doing the same thing around the same times.
Okay.
Even at 3:00 when I'm eating lunch at the courtyard every time at 3:30.
Sure.
But when we're at the rink, it's kind of just, you gotta, as long as I get everything done I need to be done. It doesn't really have to be in like that timely order that Colton does, but it's definitely going to the rink, taping your sticks and getting ready, and then obviously sewer all
Of
for
course.
as much time as you possibly can.
Of course, an essential.
Hour plus, easy.
Yeah.
Anything specific for you, Parshall?
Yeah, I
Just
got
like one odd ritual, so we don't hit the 3-hour answer.
Okay, I have to go. I always start with my right side. Everything is
Okay.
done on the right side.
Okay.
No
Mine's
matter
left, actually.
Your left.
if
Okay.
it, and if I mess it up or do anything, restart. Like
Really?
I can't do it. Like if I
Wow.
like put on my left shin guard first, then I'll take and I put on my right shin guard and put on my socks, and I realize that I did that.
Everything's
I'll
going
take
off.
everything off and then put
Wow.
right side, left side, right
Now
side,
that you say that,
left
I've
side.
definitely noticed that. We actually sit next to each other.
We
in
do
the
sit-
locker.
Okay,
yes.
got
So
it. Got it.
we literally do everything.
We're inseparable.
Nice.
But no, I've definitely seen you do that once or
Yeah.
twice, and
Taking it off and then redoing it.
Sure.
Yeah.
One thing we've asked guys is putting your equipment on. Do you guys do skates before pants or skates after pants? Because I know this is kind of a hotly debated thing in the hockey community.
I wear a girdle.
Okay.
So it's like a deconstructed pant. So
Okay.
for me, I put my skates on before because my pants, like they Velcro out to pretty much a flat piece of equipment.
Okay.
So I just put it on, Velcro it,
Oh, look at
and
that.
buckle it, so then it's my pants, and I can just close the legs on my thighs and over my stomach. So yes, I do that. But
Okay.
if you have normal pants and you put your skates on, you're a psychopath.
Yeah,
you're a
that's-
psychopath.
That is, you can't do that.
That's
but
just a no-go.
No.
I do. I don't know. I think I'm one of the only guys that put their pants. I put my shin guards on last, like after my skates.
Okay.
So I get like my socks and jock and everything, and then I put my skates on, or I mean my pants, then my skates, and then after my skates are tied, I'll put my shin guards on.
Nice. So you're a little bit
Yeah.
unusual in the order.
Yeah.
You talked about taping your stick. We noticed in the Marion series that you have a very interesting tape job.
Yeah, that actually
Can you
came
kind of talk
about.
us through this?
That came about this year.
Okay.
I honestly don't know.
I remember I
how,
did it last
why.
year.
I mean, I did
The
it
puck
like
feel
so.
is
There was
good.
like
It does.
there was a time last year during the summer when we were at Midwest and we were coaching, and there's a couple of the coaches that we just kind of mess around and do different tape jobs.
Okay.
For a while, I was doing white and then black in the middle and then white again.
Okay.
Just to see just randomness or whatever.
Okay.
But I tried like skipping it a little bit.
Got it.
And more of a candy cane look
Sure,
on the
sure.
blade. I said the puck felt pretty good, and then this year during training camp, I was kind of messing around, tried it again, and I loved it. And I mean, obviously, it worked this year.
Haven't looked back.
So yeah.
It's an interesting tape job. It definitely caught our eye at the Marion series. We're like, we need to ask Bishop about this when he comes on. Talking about rituals again. Anything like for between periods, or like between periods.
I like to take off every single time I take off my top half.
Okay.
So I know a lot of people stay in their gear. I take off my top half and
Sure.
walk around and try not to sit down. And, there's some games that I sit down, but majority of the time I'm spending that time walking around,
Sure.
going out in like the little trainer area, talking with Karen, which is our trainer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zach, anything for you?
Probably just listening to music. Just put my headphones back on and listen to music. Drink some water. That's about it.
Kind of stay locked in.
Yeah.
Parshall, we've noticed at your home games that you keep your helmet, stick, and gloves all outside the locker room. Any reason for that?
I forgot that. It's also another one of my things too. I don't know. It's just it's hot in the locker room and I got the bubble on, so it fogs up really easily.
Got it. Okay.
And I get like really hot really quick, so I just want to stay as cold as
Sure.
possible. So I figured if I keep those out there, it'll be colder. So when I
Sure.
come out, it's nice and fresh.
Speaking of the bubble, Zach, you wear a cage.
Yes, I do.
Parshall, you wear a bubble. What's the reasoning behind it? Is there like one thing's just better visibility, or?
I tried the bubble in juniors I had it on for a little bit, and then we went to a rink in Wisconsin, the Dells, and it was so cold that the bubble just started fogging up.
Okay.
I couldn't see at all.
Just a no-go?
Switched mid-game back to the cage, and after that I kind of was like, I don't ever want this again. I actually sold it to Nick Made. He has my bubble.
Wow,
yeah.
look at that. That's a good story.
Yeah.
I mean, I wore a visor throughout juniors,
Okay.
and You get used to the
Because juniors let you wear a visor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wore a visor throughout juniors, and I got used to it without the bars in front of your face, like on the cage.
Sure.
And then when I came to college, I think my first practice actually at Lewis, I was wearing a visor still. I was a late change. But then I went over to a cage first, just because
Sure.
I just had a cage, and I got like a headache like instantly. Like it was
Really?
just so annoying, like seeing the bars in front of my face.
Okay.
So then I got the bubble, and I could see, so I just
Haven't
could
come
see
back.
better. Yeah, and I mean, there's a little fogging. There are some downsides, but
Sure. Because for ACHA, you're required to wear full face protection. I
Correct.
assume? Okay. No visors. Okay. Got it. Let's talk about music. Touch on this a little bit before we went on. Favorite songs to listen to pregame? What gets you going?
I'm the designated DJ in the
Okay.
locker room, so I got control of the speakers in the locker room before we go out. Like pretty much every time, and I try to keep it pretty standard. As we put on "Loud" by Mac Miller before we go out on the ice
Okay.
every time. Pretty good song, especially before you're going out. It's
Sure.
nice pump up. I like to listen to like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
Like before the game, like getting into it, like playing Stewart, listen
Sure.
to something pretty light, and then
Sure.
progressively get into like harder stuff. And before it's a weird progression. Before I get to the rink, I listen to like hardcore, like Riot, like literally the song Riot. Like I
Okay.
pull into the rink listening to Riot,
Okay.
and then I get out, listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers. Then I get into rap, and then finish off with
Kind of
rap.
have the music progression you go
Yeah.
through. Zach, how about you?
It's kind of whatever. I mean, obviously in the locker room, I try to hang out with the guys and listen to what he puts on.
Sure.
But in between periods, we don't really listen to music that much besides the one Mac Miller song before we go out. No, I honestly, it's whatever's on my phone. I just kind of shuffle it.
Sure.
It doesn't really matter. Obviously, if it's a song that pops up and I don't like, I skip. But
Skip it, yeah.
it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't have to be the same song every time.
Got it. Parshall, word on the street from Colton that you're a big Nickelback fan.
Oh
Yeah,
my God,
definitely.
Nickelback is so good. It's funny because like everybody says they hate Nickelback, but you throw a Nickelback song 9 times out
I
of
was gonna
10,
say,
everybody's going like,
I feel like
okay.
I feel like people just hate on Nickelback for like the meme of it.
Yeah, it's
and
just
then it actually
Nickelback.
comes on, and then people are actually into it.
We back in juniors, we had what was it? The Fray Fridays.
The Fray
the
Fridays.
Fray Fridays.
Yeah, well, Nickelback.
Nickelback. I literally put on Nickelback
It was
every
it was
time. I just
Nickelback
put on
every day, but
Nickelback,
we made
yeah.
some name of it because he was always DJ.
Woman
back
Crush
then,
Wednesday.
Woman Crush Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a theme to it every day for
Nice.
practice, but definitely the Fray Fridays, and that was
tight.
all
Yeah,
from
that was
Dylan.
good. Yeah.
Nice. If you guys could play another sport, if it wouldn't have been hockey, what would it have been?
Oh, golf.
Golf.
Golf, yeah.
Golf. That's a big thing for hockey players.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Bish is real good at golf. He's
Big
sick.
golf guy?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's sick.
Play a lot during
I'm
the summer.
brutal. I like to get out there in the sun and have a few with the boys and
Sure.
hit some balls.
Enjoy a round of golf. There you
Yeah.
go. Most important lesson you've learned from hockey? A little bit of a
learned
thinker
so
again.
many.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I'd say never take a shift off.
Okay.
And not shift meaning just a time period.
Sure.
Not like a shift on the ice. I mean, never take a shift off. So, that 5 minutes is, it sounds cliche, but somebody's always doing something more than you. So if you take a shift off or 5 minutes off, then somebody's working harder than you, and they're going to get better. And
Sure.
then you kind of get left in the dust before you know it. So,
Zach?
Yeah, probably the same thing. I grew up thinking that there's always someone better than you out there. So if you're not giving it your all, then obviously you're not going to catch that person who's better than you.
Sure.
I don't know. I think another good one is what he has tattooed on him. Play every
Oh,
shift
yeah.
like it's your last.
Sure.
That was big in at the Cougars with the whole Matt Olson. That was kind of his saying. And then he got paralyzed in one of the games. So that was kind of touched home for.
Sure.
We weren't on the team at the time, but definitely
practicing with them, we were.
Yeah,
though.
well, but definitely like just playing for that organization and like knowing that name and everything. That's I put the initials of that on my stick before every game,
Sure.
and then he obviously has that tattooed on him. But
Yeah.
So always go out there and give it your all.
yeah,
Perfect.
Yeah, I have I should remember it, but I just say it in my head. I have the first letter of play every shift like it's your last. on my stick in MO3.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
We both have that.
God, I'm really superstitious.
I know.
Holy cow, I'm going through my head right now.
You're
Holy
finding
cow.
more and more
Yeah.
stuff that you do. What kind of team bonding activities take place for you guys? Start of the season, you guys are coming in.
A lot of like getting food, like
Yeah,
barbecuing,
definitely
Okay.
like just just getting like around as much as possible. Like for us, a big thing this year was sewer. Like sewer actually brought us like pretty close. Like everybody liked it, and
Yeah,
Okay.
got
we
to
all
rank
played.
early to
Yeah,
play. And
yeah.
Sure.
It's like people were really getting along with that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely
Sewer.
got better at it too. We were so bad.
We
at the
challenge
beginning of the
anybody
year.
to sewer. By the way,
It was a challenge in the beginning of the year because a lot of guys never played before. Like,
Okay.
It's really big in juniors and stuff. So we definitely done our fair share of it. But yeah, you got guys like Morrow who's played high school and stuff
Yeah.
like that. He's never played it until he came to us, and he's like, "What the heck are we doing?"
now he's getting pretty
And
good
now he's
too.
good. So
You guys go hard at times too.
Oh yeah, my
Yeah.
heart rate gets pretty high.
Good little warm up for the game.
Yeah, I'll hit
Get-
the high
Get
170s.
the heart moving.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think your best skill as a player is? Speaking of skill guy
Yeah.
over here, well, get your take on it.
Oh, my best I honestly would say probably just my work ethic. I feel like
Okay.
I pretty much can.
I would say that.
I don't know. I just go like, I go hard all the time.
Sure.
I guess so.
Sure.
My
Zach?
work ethic
I would definitely say like my vision and passing is definitely
and your shot. I'd say your shot,
Wow.
dude. Your shots.
not bad.
We have heard about your shot, Zach, from both goalies. We asked them which player is the trickiest one to solve in practice, and they both said you.
And then
Yeah.
they said me right after. It just got cut off.
Definitely, that definitely happened.
They said that you always find a way to get it past them.
Yeah, it definitely helps. I've been working for this goalie company
Yeah.
for 6 years now, but shooting 1,000 pucks a day on a goalie obviously is good practice, and
Sure.
I kind of learned how we teach them how to pretty much play the game, so we know what they're gonna do when I shoot the puck, so I can kind of pick where I want to do it.
Yeah.
Put it, but yeah, I always give them. I don't know. We always heckle each other in practice.
Give them a tough time.
Yeah, and then especially since I found out that I needed contacts.
Yes.
Halfway through the year.
We heard about this from Justin 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
that was-
That you were complaining that the post was like fuzzy and moving all over the place.
Yeah.
And then the contacts came, and
Yeah.
it's just gotten even better.
Well, I don't even know. Maybe a month ago I got them.
What was even like the big what was like the big moment that you realized that you needed contacts?
I don't know.
After
I
you got
always
'em?
after I got them. No, definitely. I don't know. My mom was like, "Yeah, you should probably get your eyes checked." So I was complained. I was like, "I don't know if this net's looking right," and I was like, "Nah, I don't want to go because I don't want to get contacts."
Oh my gosh.
And so I went, got contacts, and the first practice, I think I probably went
buzzing.
like 10 for 10
Yeah, you
on
were
both
buzzing.
of them.
That's crazy.
And they're like, "What happened to you?" And I was like, "Dude, I got contacts. I can see now." So,
oh my gosh. So you were just playing with no correction before that?
yeah.
Because you wear glasses off the ice.
Yeah,
so,
in class and stuff
sure,
like that, I
sure.
do.
But just nothing for hockey.
Nothing in for hockey,
Really?
and then I got contacts now, and it is. Let me tell you, it is a game changer.
Life changing.
I can definitely see 10 times better.
You're gonna be
Modern
putting
medicine.
up even higher goal totals next season.
Oh,
And just expect you to
100%.
top the charts, powered by the contacts.
Yes.
There you go. If you guys could have one skill from a teammate, what skill would it be, and who would it come from?
Oh, take anything from Mr. Matthew Ernsting, number 87
okay.
of the Lewis Flyers. Take anything that he does. I want it. Take Estes, like just if you could combine Ernie, Esty, Morrow, Johnson, Bishop, and me, you get an NHL player.
The ultimate.
You get, you
would get-
literally get.
You would
an
get
NHL
someone
player.
who's better than Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, you'd get the new Wayne.
All right,
Gretzky.
maybe not that,
The
but
next great
Oh,
one.
he couldn't. Anybody who gets angry at this comment, you know it's true. He wouldn't
Yeah, if you-
survive.
if you know
and
us, you
he's
definitely
even
know
said it.
it's
He
true.
would not survive in the NHL this time. Like he was good back in the day, and he still is going to be a
Yeah.
great player. But
Yeah. Zach, how about you? Skill from a teammate?
probably Ernie's hands. I don't have
Sure.
good hands at all. That is, they're
you can borrow one of mine if you want.
they're all right. Or skill guy over here. I mean, As much as we're joking around, I mean, he's got cinder blocks for hands. So I don't know about that one, but
I sharpen my own skates with
but,
my hands. Stone hands.
no, definitely him or Morrow's hands. I would love to have.
If you guys could have a player card in the NHL games, what would your highest rating be?
Aggressiveness.
Is that a rating on a card?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, aggressiveness.
There's like
I think
an aggressive
no?
category.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna say no on this one.
I'm pretty sure it's
don't think there
aggressive.
is.
No, I'm pretty sure there. Maybe there's like
I think it's skating, shot.
No, there's so many. You answer this. I'm gonna pull up a card right now.
I don't know. Maybe, but probably skating for me.
Skating.
Yeah, I mean, I skate so like watching film. I can't watch myself skate. Like I skate so ugly.
Really?
And I've had so many people tell me that. I've tried working on it so many times, but it just always goes back.
As long as it gets you from point A to point B.
I mean,
gets the job done.
I guess it does get the job done.
Stop
but
and change direction.
Yeah, definitely skating. I think I'm pretty good at, but.
Parshall, we got this.
I truly don't even know what to type in. I'm not a big Xbox guy. So NHL
player card categories.
player. Oh, that's a good one.
Something like that. I don't know. I don't know if aggressiveness is a.
I'm telling. There's something like that. That's like, it's absurd. Forechecking be my highest.
Forechecking.
Back when I was a forward.
There we go.
Back when I was a forward, I could. I had a mean forecheck.
Got it. We talked. Speaking of NHL, we've heard from the goalies that you guys have NHL tournaments, and you and Ernie always end up on top. It seems.
Oh, me? Like,
yeah.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm like the little brother that like they turn out the controller for, and they're like, "Hey, you're that one."
Oh yeah, that is definitely.
So
yeah, we tell him that he's playing. Really, he's not.
Yeah, no,
That's
I can't.
great.
I can't work the controller very well.
Can't
I don't.
work the joysticks.
Yeah, no, I'm not too sure how to maneuver them. So Ernie wins.
Yeah, Ernie's
Ernie always
definitely.
wins.
Ernie and Gore are the top two on the.
Yeah, Gore's
Ernie
not
and Gore.
bad. He's a little dark horse out of
He's a
honestly
sleeper pick.
everything.
Yeah.
He doesn't say much.
I would
but
say he's kind of a soft-spoken guy.
yeah. You can barely hear him
You
when
need
he's
to get
sitting
him
across
on
the
here.
room.
Oh, we plan to.
Oh,
We want to get everyone on here eventually.
I just want to. We need to like the whole team's got to be here
Yeah,
for Gore.
we're
We're gonna be
definitely
sitting
gonna
in
be
that room
sitting.
right there, just
we
like
can all put you over
looking
there,
at him.
just gazing through the
Just
window,
watching.
all at him. Let's see, some more fun questions. If both goalies were to go down in a game, who would be the most likely player to come off the bench and strap on the pads?
Parshall.
Oh yeah, no,
Parshall?
I do that in a heartbeat.
We got what were the
still-
answers we got, Rebecca?
Both David and Colton said Darcy, and then Justin said Parshall.
Oh, that's my boy, Justin.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear, Justin. Thanks, man. I mean, I have like, I feel like me and the goalies get around the same shot
yeah,
blocks
definitely.
in a game. I mean, I'm diving in front of those bad boys.
20
There you go.
plus.
Yeah.
Kind of strap the pads. That'll make it easier too.
Yeah, get a little wider knee
Exactly,
pads
yeah.
and more padding, which would be nice. Got a couple yellow bruises on me from this weekend.
Looking at both the goalies on the team, which one would be the better skater?
Like forward?
Yeah, like forward.
I
or
heard-
defenseman.
They
I've heard
raced
Ju-
the other day, actually.
Justin
and Justin
did play
won.
defense.
I
Oh,
heard
they raced?
Justin's
Yes.
played more defense than me.
That's true. He
Yeah.
did play.
Yeah.
The goalie has you beat out on defense.
Yeah.
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 He told us some stories from college of where he needed to hop in as a
Yeah, that's
as a
not
defenseman.
In
Which-
college.
Yes. Yeah.
In college.
Should
Yeah.
never start that story with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But no, they actually went goal line to goal line one of the last practices
I
before
missed it.
Marion.
Who won?
Justin did by
Justin won
by a hair, yeah.
by a hair.
Yeah, but Justin did win.
Nice.
He also picked the right person to put on the pads too. So good job, Justin.
Yeah.
Which NHL team would you guys play for if you guys were in the league?
Absolutely any if we make it to the NHL. I mean, that's
If you could
not
choose, if you go into your career having free reign of choosing any of the teams to pick from, who are you going with?
I'm not going to lie to you. I just got a text from Matt Ernsting saying he just wanted to say that he loves the NHL shoutouts.
He is the best in
It's
NHL.
about
I will
time
tell
that he
you
got
that,
some
buddy.
recognition. So
We'll get him on here eventually, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. What was that question?
If you could play for any NHL team, if you start your career and you can choose, like let's say you can choose where you're drafted.
Vegas.
Vegas.
Vegas Golden Knights, no
I like that
question.
choice.
Or Tampa. I like
Tampa.
Tampa. That's my
right, yes.
alma mater.
Yes,
is what
the
they
Florida
would say.
boy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Definitely Chicago,
Chicago,
obviously.
the hometown team for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're so
I think
good too.
I think a cool team would definitely be Tampa.
No sarcasm.
Nah, it's all right.
Oh man.
I like the Hawks. I'm just kidding.
What's the strangest thing you guys have seen happen on the ice during a game?
During the game.
Your
Oh,
hockey
God.
oddity, we'll say.
I feel like I know it's happened. I don't know in a game, but like it happened to Kandra. I think this weekend he got his cage like knocked
Oh,
off,
yeah.
like in between like someone else's like cage. So like
Their
they're sitting there.
they're
their
like-
J clips
yeah.
to their helmet got hooked during the game.
They're, like,
so,
locked together?
Yeah, so you can't really move, and they got to blow the whistle and help out. But that's a funny one.
That's great.
Any random fight that happens, and you just
Yeah.
like turn around, and you're like, "What is going on?" And there's just like people throwing. There's more in juniors, not
Yeah,
really in
definitely.
college, but
That's like happened during some of the broadcasts we had though. Like we'll be like, you guys will be like in like your offensive zone, and then we'll just turn around. There's like two guys on the ground over there. Like what exactly happened? You know, it was like
Yep.
it was just something in the defensive zone that sparked something.
yeah.
Kind of that randomness. What's something interesting about you that people may not know? Maybe like a hidden talent.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. That's a thinker.
Yeah.
Can we circle back to that one?
Sure, we can go back to it.
All right, cool.
All right.
Give it some time to think. As for the team, who's the best skater?
The best skater on
Best
the team.
skater.
I don't know. We got some players on the team that just are, really ugly skaters, but they can move. They can move. Let me tell you.
If you guys were to have
right
like,
at me
Yeah,
right
I
now,
know.
this is
It's,
not. It's not good.
if you were to have like a fastest skater competition of the whole team, like bracket style,
I'd probably throw Esty in
who
there.
would come out
I would
top?
throw.
Esty or
I would
Mate?
throw Esty. Mate is a good one.
Yeah. Pickle, he could.
Pickle,
he
he's
buzzes.
pretty.
Pickle
pretty
can move.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has the best and worst hair?
Oh, obviously me for the best hair.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no! You know who's got the best hair? I'm sorry to do this to you, Darcy. Darcy's got some.
I don't know.
abs-
It's gotta
he's
be.
got
It's
an
gotta be a little
absolute
longer. I
mane,
don't know.
dude. He must use some premium conditioner because that stuff.
It does.
is
It does.
perfect.
It is pretty
every
good.
time.
His is pretty good. The worst. Oh God. Probably Legis. He's got some.
He doesn't even have a haircut.
Obviously, his is pretty bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
Legis, if
man.
you're listening to this,
He's probably not, but
kick rocks.
I remember when we filmed the player profiles at the start of the season. Zach, you came out of the locker room as we were setting up, and like you told us that guys inside the locker room were wondering if they needed to do their hair for the player profiles. And, like,
yeah, that was for me. Just to let you know, I was asking that was
For yourself.
only for me.
we heard that there was a comb and brush being passed around in the locker room as well.
A few different occasions. There's been a comb and a brush passed around, some hair gel. Who's got the hair
Oh,
gel?
that's
Who's got any hair
all
gel?
the time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Add that to the list for next year in the locker room. We're gonna get
Yeah,
some gel.
definitely.
Keep it well stocked. Who has the best and worst style on the team?
Oh,
I would say
Darcy. I'm
Darcy.
just pumping your
I don't
tires
know.
tonight.
Parshall's got pretty good style. Parshall's got
me
good
and
style.
Me and Bish also dress the same too.
Yeah, we're
We
actually
only-
You
wearing the
guys- yeah.
literally
same
the
pair of
exact
pants
same
right now.
same
And the same
jacket.
jackets?
So,
Yeah.
Darcy's got some pretty cool suits.
Sure.
Yeah.
A lot of cool suits actually.
His
Yeah.
pea coats are nice.
Yeah, he's got a few of them.
Who has the worst tape job on the team?
Yeah,
I mean, mine's pretty brutal.
I was
but
gonna say Bishop's is like
everyone makes fun of mine, but I mean it's working, so I'm
Whatever
not
works.
changing it.
Yeah.
But
Kendra had some flame tape on one of his sticks.
Oh,
at the
really?
end of the
That
year.
was
Did he
real
use
bad.
it like in a
No.
game or was it just for
No,
practice?
you wouldn't.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
No flame tape in the game.
Who else? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think anybody's really got a bad TJ.
I mean, I would say Ernie, but I tape his sticks,
Yeah.
so I don't really know what his looks like because I actually tape
I think
his sticks.
no. We got some sticks at the house that are decently taped that I haven't taped. So
Oh.
I'm assuming they were his. I mean, they are his sticks.
Well, yeah. I
but-
mean, I might have taped them to be honest.
Oh yeah, they're
but
probably yours.
So you tape Ernie's
I
sticks?
do tape Ernie's sticks.
How did that
before every
start?
game. I honestly, I think it was just him being. I was taping my stick one game last year, and he was like, "Hey, you want to tape my stick as a joke, like before a game?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" He scored, and
Stuck ever since?
yeah. So
much.
I mean, every time I don't tape it like before every game,
Sure.
but definitely the past few games I have taped it, he's definitely scored. So.
Did you give him the candy cane tape job too, or did you stick with something a little bit more traditional?
I keep it traditional for him. I don't want to change it up for him, but
Sure.
maybe one day I might throw a little curveball just to see if he notices.
Do that to Ernie.
Just to see what happens.
It'll be in
Absolute
practice.
stab.
It won't
There
be
you
in
go.
a game.
In the locker room, who has the cleanest stall and who has the dirtiest stall?
Cleanest stall is going to go to me, and I know that for a fact. And the second person on that would be Sharpie.
Okay.
Sharpie's got a pretty clean stall.
He's a clean freak.
And
He's a
Eric
germaphobe,
is
too.
the dirtiest stall by a mile.
Yeah,
Like,
no one tops Eric.
piles of stuff. Makes no sense.
I
how he
actually
gets
think
it.
he brings stuff from home, like
Just to put it
Just
to
there?
put in his stall. It blows my mind the amount of clothing or junk that he has.
And every time we leave the locker room, it's all like he just like every time we go to a game or something, always gone. Like he just I don't know how he brings a second bag. He has to.
It's crazy. He definitely can't fit it all in one.
No. Oh my God, that's hilarious. We have some individual questions for you guys. Parshall, we had a couple of your teammates on obviously previous semester. Found out that a lot of them play instruments. David played the drums, and Justin Colton played the guitar. And we joked about who would be the singer for this hockey band, and your name was brought up.
100%.
Can we make
yes.
like a Lewis hockey band with you as the front man for it?
Yeah, that'd probably be the best idea that this university could do. Honestly,
We probably get the music department on that, you know?
Yeah, no, I got pipes of. I've been called the songbird of my generation.
Yeah.
No, I like singing. It's fun. It's funny because I got traded so much. I had to do Rookie Idol so many times. I got pretty good at it, and then I won. And then now I have a standard. I gotta get those pipes. You know,
Exactly.
He's a
primo.
big advocate of Rookie Idol.
I am primo pipes.
Yes.
We also had you on last semester, Parshall, and you mentioned how Canlan has fantastic chicken tenders.
Oh yes.
And we wanted to revisit the chicken tenders, and we want you to rank them on a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, so chicken tenders.
Yes.
Solid 8.
Solid 8. Okay.
Now get this. They
Okay.
have Dino chicken nuggets.
Oh, is this new?
Which yes.
Oh,
the kids
wow.
meal is not 3 tenders anymore. Now it's Dino chicken nuggets. Unbelievable. Also, I'm gonna also give it an 8. Like I mean that too.
Sure.
Like we're talking Real Review, Barstool Pizza. Nothing's a 10. Like those are up there though.
Those
They're
are up there?
good. They're
Is that like
good.
the go-to when you go to the Thirsty Penguin?
Oh, the Thirsty P? Always. Always. Thirsty P every shift. I also work there too, so.
That's
You guys
true.
know.
That's true. Because you work at Canlan. Do you work at the like the pro shop there, or just like the rink in general?
Yeah,
or?
the pro shop. I
The
work
pro
at
shop,
the
okay.
separate business. We're just like pretty much bought out that room in the rink.
Oh,
and
okay.
Now we have a pro shop in there, and we just
Got it.
sell and cater to the teams that go there.
Cool. Zach, question for you. We've noticed that you're one of few players on the team to wear a cage and a mouth guard.
Yeah.
Any reason behind that? Because we always see you gnawing on it between whistles.
That's probably why, to be honest. I mean, Mom, if you're listening back home, I definitely do not gnaw on my mouth guard. She always complains about the thousands of dollars she paid for my teeth and everything. Honestly,
Thousands of
it's
dollars extra that my mom had to spend because I didn't wear a mouth guard and I broke all mine. Sweet.
yeah. No, I don't know. It's just growing up, you had to wear them.
Sure.
And I kind of got used to it, and I like chewing on it, and it just gives me something to do when I'm on the ice.
You put it in your glove.
Sometimes,
Nice.
but
Sorry, buddy.
I don't wear it to practice or anything, just
Sure.
games. But I think it's just to please my mom, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie.
Happy mom, happy life.
Yeah.
There you go. You ever try like the flavored ones they have? You know, kind of mix it
I
up.
think maybe as a kid,
They're
but
so good. We have them at the pro shop. We got some like little samples. So like the bubble gum one's pink. So we
Sure.
got like just a strip of pink mouth guard, and we'll just take it out of the drawer or closet and start eating them during the shift. They're delightful.
I might
They're
have to
delightful.
look into that.
There you go. Kind of mix it up
Yeah.
every game. Zach, you were also a runner-up or honorable mention for the all-conference team this season.
I actually was.
You were on the
I
second
made it.
Second
the
team.
Second team. Yeah.
Second team. I got that wrong. My bad. Second team all-conference.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Being
Good
in your
job.
second year, obviously that has to be a big accomplishment for you.
Yeah.
What can we expect to see next year to build off of this big honor? I'm
Uh,
going to get you on the first team next year?
Hopefully.
Gonna be
Hopefully.
at the ACHA All-Star
Yeah.
All-Star
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
How does All-Stars
know.
work for ACHA?
I I think
Just
it's
get
every other
picked.
year, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
every
every
other
other
year.
year.
Okay.
Yeah, me, Ernie, Parshall, and Made. We went last year.
Okay.
So that was a good accomplishment for all of us.
Sure.
That was fun.
So that'll be held this year coming up.
Yeah.
But I
Planning
don't
on
know,
making
just
a trip back.
same thing as this year. Add
Sure.
a couple more points.
you
Hopefully
go.
help the team out.
The contacts will help too.
That hopefully.
It's
I think it
gotta be the
will. It's
contacts.
definitely that.
Of course. All right. So we've talked hockey. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back. Talk a little bit more school and just life in general. You're listening to the Number Chase podcast on 88.1 FM. WLA Start, Lewis University in Romeoville, Illinois. We will be right back.
I'm Dylan Parshall, a defenseman for the Lewis University hockey team. Be sure to tune in to catch the Lewis University Flyers hockey on WLRA 88.1 FM in Romeoville or on the iHeartradio app.
Welcome back to the Number Chase podcast on 88.1 FM. After that fantastic liner, courtesy of the man himself, Dylan Parshall.
You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Joining us in the studio alongside Zach Bishop. We talked about hockey before the break. One question we didn't touch on, though, you guys wanted some more time to think about, was something interesting about people, or something interesting that people may not know about you. And Parshall, you have a good answer for this.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a tattoo on a location that is covered while wearing shorts. It's on the hindquarters of the stern.
What is it?
Of the good old. It's a suitcase, actually,
Okay.
which has a lot of hockey meaning.
I would say, what's the story behind it?
All right, so like I've been traded multiple times.
Sure.
And what you call that is a suitcase, like
Sure.
because you live out of a suitcase, pretty much, which I literally did. So me and my roommate, Troy Ross, he's now he's 24 and like
Wow.
in like a week. He's 24, and we played in the Dells, Blaine, and Chicago, and he ended up living in my house in Chicago.
Okay.
And he's like, "Yo, let's get a tattoo," and I'm like, "All right, cool, let's do it." And it's like, "Let's get a suitcase," and he's like, "All right, cool," and he's like, "Let's get it on our sterns," and I was like, "All right, let's do it." And then a week goes by, and now I have it. My parents know about it.
Now
They're
you
very
have it.
proud.
They're
of
very
it.
proud. Your parents are
They're-
proud of it?
No, they're not. They hate me for it, but I'm theirs, and they can't do anything about
They're
it.
like, this is our son Dylan with his stern tattoo.
Yeah, and then me and Bish are gonna get it's not done yet. I still got a couple more that I got to get on there since we won the Lewis University golf outing 2 years ago.
We did make a bet before the golf outing started.
Yeah.
And we said if we win this, I don't even know how. It was kind of a lose-lose for both
Yeah.
of us, but we
It is.
we just said, yeah, if we win this, we'll get those tattoos in that spot of I'm getting number 12.
And I'm
He's getting
getting
number
22.
22.
And there you go.
and
You'll forever be a part of each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Forever connected.
Forever
At
connected.
the hip almost.
At the hip. Maybe we should turn it over and put it at the hip.
maybe.
Got to go left side, and then you got it on the right side, like the locker room.
That's
like the
true.
locker room, because we literally sit next to each
So
other.
much connections with this.
Wow.
There it
Look
is.
at that. Wow. So we talked about hockey before the break. Going to talk about Lewis first of all. Blanket question we've asked all the guys. What made you come to Lewis? Was it academics, hockey, mix of both?
So like Bish, I wanted to go somewhere where I knew someone, like had a friend that I could start off, because that's it's a pretty anxious spot for a lot of people coming into a new spot. You don't really know anyone, and I was getting scouted by Lewis all year and was looking here and seeing what I could do, and I know that they had a good biology program, which is kind of what I wanted to do, and ended up coming to like one of their showcase events where they got
Sure.
to showcase all their majors, and sure enough, on the other side of the gym there stood Nick Made, from my high school. I'm like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I think I'm coming here." I'm like, "Oh, cool." Look down to my right, they have a pre-chiropractic brochure, and I was like, "Holy cow, I want to be a chiropractor. This is fantastic." And left I don't think it wasn't sore, but I left it and texted Coach Pico, and I said, "Hey, I'm committing," and that was it.
That was it?
Yeah, and then they did the whole commitment through Chicago and
Sure.
through Lewis. And
What's that whole process like when you commit?
I don't know.
Coming from juniors, I should say.
I don't know. I know
Okay.
that I know that there's some like rights involved.
Sure.
So like other coaches can't talk to you after you commit.
Yeah,
So,
so like after games in juniors, like there'll be coaches coming to all the games, obviously.
Sure.
And we play in showcases and stuff. So a coach will come, let's just say Lewis, for example. After the game, we'll talk to our head coach and say we want to talk to these 3 guys or this guy after the game, and we'll come out of the locker room, talk to him, and he'll give us a pamphlet of what the school is, tell us about all that, say that kind of like he wants us on their team pretty much,
Sure.
invite us out to a skate or two, and go from there. But once you commit, then the team posts it on their like pamphlet, so that way like coaches that are at the games know like, oh, I can't talk to this kid
Oh, okay.
anymore.
Got it.
it'll just like go down like a roster, and it'll
Yeah.
have like a little asterisk. It'll be like by like me and Bish's name. It'll be like asterisk Lewis.
Got it.
You know, if
Okay.
we committed. I didn't. I mean, I committed late. You committed late too.
No, I actually committed
No,
very early.
you were the opposite of me.
Yeah,
Like,
I was the
complete
first on the
opposite.
team
Yeah.
to commit.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and I was really late. I was in the, the latter half of the recruiting season.
What was behind the decision for you, Zach, coming to Lewis?
Honestly, it was just a lot of just
Me.
Dylan. A lot of Dylan. No, I don't know. So I played with Dylan my first year. He left. He came to Lewis. I continued on and played another year. I liked where I was at. I was thinking of actually playing again. Things kind of went downhill a little bit in the program, and I kind of butted heads with the coach and stuff, and I was like, you know what, I kind of want to get out of here. Looked at some schools, and obviously Parshall, big
Lewis
deciding
guy.
factor. But no, I
Lewis
came
guy.
out.
Big
I
Lewis
came
guy.
out to a skate, and he showed me around, and I kind of fell in love with the campus just because I need a small school for my academics.
Sure.
Having an IEP and stuff like that. So that was what I was looking for. And then also I really liked the guys in the locker room. I skated with Aurora, and I didn't really like the guys in the locker room, didn't like the coach that much. Skated with a couple other schools, just didn't feel like home.
Sure.
And I liked how welcoming everybody was, and obviously knowing Parshall was a big help. But everyone at Lewis is very welcoming, and they kind of wanted me here from the start, and that's what I was looking for.
So you played 2 years in
Yes.
juniors? Okay, and
Yeah.
Parshall, you played 1.
Correct.
Got it. Okay. So what are your guys' majors, and what do you guys hope to do with that post-graduation?
I'm having a little dilemma in my head right now.
Okay.
It might be a phase. I'm not sure. But I started off biology. It's
Okay.
pretty hard. So I went to exercise and movement science because I want to be a chiropractor. So, that's definitely something, kinesiology, the study of movement and, anatomies and motor behavior, range of motion, that kind of stuff is a lot of what chiropractors work with. So I switched majors, and I'm going to get my master's in sports medicine with a doctorate in chiropractic. But now I'm thinking of just dropping the chiro and becoming a straight sports medicine physician. So
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm like it's like a 70-30 split towards chiro, and then just because it'll be an extra 2 or 3 years
Sure.
to get that doctorate in sports medicine. So I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I can get into a med school that offers it, but yeah, take it day by day.
Sure. Zach, how about you?
Completely opposite answers, honestly. I'm actually undecided technically from the school.
Okay.
Still, I don't really know what I want to do with my life yet, but I think I'm leaning towards sports management
Okay.
or just something in business.
Sure.
But
What teacher would you say has been the most influential in your learning so far at Lewis?
At Lewis?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. I had a good high school teacher. Can I just say a high school
Sure, we
teacher?
can go with high school,
All right,
sure.
sweet. Mr. Robinson.
Okay.
He was. I was in the medical academy in my high school.
The medical academy.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of
That
classes.
sounds professional.
You
It
sound like a
sounds way.
nerd.
It sounds way better. Than
You're
it is.
a nerd.
Yeah, I wish. That'd be cool if I was. So he was just like that teacher that just knew like everything. Like he literally could answer any question, and he was always like trying to help us and like better us. Whether it be school, anxiety wise, family, friends, that kind of thing. Like he kind of just like took you under his wing and just kind of guided you throughout the whole entire experience through
Sure.
high school. And I had him freshman year through senior year, and he ended up leaving at the year that I did as well. So it was kind of nice. I got to pretty much a majority of my classes were with this guy
Sure.
in this program. So it was nice to just have the same teacher throughout that whole entire time.
Zach, how about you?
Definitely one at Lewis would be my academic reading teacher that I had freshman year, Terry Bunk.
Okay.
She's a big advocate for the hockey team as well. She comes to all the games, and we did some volunteer work for her daughter's gymnastic club. We helped out and like set up for one of their tournaments and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think it's just she was very supportive with me in class.
Sure.
I understood like academics comes kind of harder for me since I'm dyslexic and stuff. So she was definitely more cooperative with the hockey and missing classes and stuff and practice and all that. So she definitely is someone that I'll go back to and thank later down the line.
Of course.
And then I just thought of somebody from Lewis.
Okay.
There's a lot of teachers here. Like, all the teachers here, like, they're fantastic. Like, I have no
Yeah.
problems with anyone. And everyone's been, like, they've helped me in, like, a different way.
Okay.
And everyone's done something to impact my life. But Dr. Albright, she's a communications teacher.
Okay.
She just really forced you to get out of your comfort zone. And I've learned so much from her, from public speaking and making presentations and stuff. And she really tried to, improve my life. That she really went out of her way to like help me out. She invited me to one of her seminars. She has a foundation, and so they had a seminar, and I was able to go there and meet her nephew, which happened to be a chiropractor. So she wanted me to meet him. So I got to go to this like black tie event, and it was very fun. And I just got to. She just really went out of her way for me, and I really appreciate it.
That's good.
I'm really glad I got to have her.
Sure. What goals did you guys set for yourself freshman year, and what's the progress of them? Have you accomplished them yet? Kind of like college goals in general.
I wouldn't even say I had like a goal to last even like the whole year. I knew that the goal at the beginning of college was to finish.
Okay.
That was pretty much it. I didn't really I just take it like year by year, semester by semester, class by class kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely do well in classes was my big thing. But finding a major, still looking for that one.
When do you have to declare a major here?
I think very soon, end of sophomore year. So
You have to declare
it's coming up.
majors?
Yeah, it's coming up quick. Trust me, I know. I have thought a lot about it, but no. So just probably that and getting good grades and honestly just finishing out. And
Of course.
Be a pilot.
Yeah.
like
that's
me.
I don't know about that one.
Mr. Arnaldo.
Yes.
Arnaldo is going to be teaching me how to fly. Ernie.
What would you say is the strangest talent you have?
Strangest talent.
Strangest talent. I can mimic voices pretty good, but it's got to be in the spot you can't ask me because it's not organic.
Okay.
So
It's just got to.
He actually,
I could do
he
some,
can
like-
he could do some pretty good ones.
Okay.
Marty Huggins is pretty good.
That's a-
Marty
that's a
Huggins
good
one is
one.
pretty good.
Okay.
It's one of your most famous ones.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not talented at anything. Pretty good at hockey, and that's about it.
Tape sticks.
I'm very good at taping sticks. That's a good one.
That's fair. That's fair.
I
Yeah,
don't really have talents.
Yeah.
I feel like you just
playing
do it.
hockey's a talent.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, we can balance on 3
Yeah.
millimeters or
There
3
you go.
millimeter still.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Definitely, actually, taping sticks. That is
Taping sticks.
I'm gonna tell that to everyone. Taping sticks.
It's your number
Strangest
one
talent.
talent.
It's my number one.
Number one talent, taping sticks.
Yep.
Whatever works. 3 things on your bucket list that you want to do.
Oh God. Get a. Actually, wait. No, never mind. I don't even know.
I want something on my bucket list. See, I never even made a bucket list.
Yeah,
'cause
I've never had one either.
I
Really?
know I'm gonna not.
What's just
I,
stuff that you want to do in your lifetime? Is there anything that
I
really
want to get my
sticks out?
pilot's license.
Okay.
That's for sure. I wanna have a son.
Okay.
Like a little Dylan.
Okay.
I wouldn't name him Dylan, but so that's on my bucket list is having a little son. Like
Okay.
10 to 20 years down the road, whatever
Sure.
it may be. Not anytime soon.
Just having a healthy family, right?
Yeah,
Dylan?
dude, that's a bucket list.
Yeah.
Having a
That's
healthy family, good job.
Yeah.
Definitely kids that play hockey.
Of course.
Yeah, because if they don't, then they're not going to be my kids, and that's just an easy answer to that question.
Yeah.
Got to have your kids playing hockey.
There's no other sport.
You're going to be the dad
They
just
are-
holding their kids.
they're starting
teaching
at
them
They-
to-
one.
If they
They-
want to play football, they will be kicked out of the house.
Didn't you play football, Parshall?
I did. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
That's the basis of your decision there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just straight hockey, nothing else.
Yeah, they're going to be.
And golf.
Yeah, hockey and golf.
Hockey and
They're
golf.
going to be the greatest hockey and
So
golf
they can
players.
get matching tattoos with their line mate one
Exactly.
Yes.
It's all
And,
gonna
And they're
come full
probably
circle.
going to be best friends.
day.
yeah.
Exactly.
And they're
'Cause
going
I
to
don't
have
see-
doctors
yeah.
and sport, and they're going to have their manager. Bish is going to be the
Yeah.
manager,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to be their physician.
We
and
can
then
have
boom.
like a future Parshall Bishop line.
Yeah.
in, like,
oh, that'd
20
be
years down the
nuts.
road.
You heard it here first. We'll pull this up in the NHL Network.
Exactly.
You know,
Yes.
20 years down the line.
No, way longer, dude.
No, they're
That would mean
going
I'm
in at
having-
18.
That
Wait,
means
no,
I'm
no.
having a kid in 2 years, brother.
Wait, never mind.
I'm not ready for that.
All right.
Math doesn't
30
check out
years
there.
down the road.
I'm not
30
that good
years
at
down
math. Sorry. I was excited for our
Mine
kids.
will
I guess.
probably. Mine will probably.
You were
they'll
excited
probably
for the
go in at,
future.
like-
You got a little
Yeah.
ahead of
They'll
yourself.
probably go in at 14. They'll get exceptional player status.
If you could invite anyone, alive or dead, to dinner, who would it be and why? And what meal would you serve?
That's a good one. All right.
Honestly, that's a good question.
We've had some good answers for this one.
Jesus.
Okay.
All
I
right.
I want to see. I want to see. I just want to know. You know,
Okay.
I just want to know.
You just want to have a nice dinner with him.
Yeah,
just
you know,
answer all the questions.
I probably would serve probably serve sushi.
Sushi.
Honestly.
Okay.
You know, he likes fish. I feel like sushi is just like a nice meal. It's like finger food.
Yeah, that's
you know,
fair.
you could have like you just talk.
Talking.
Maybe some tartare.
There you go.
Maybe hibachi. We'll go to a nice hibachi
Okay.
restaurant.
What would
Yeah.
be the first question you would ask Jesus when you sit down with dinner with him?
Oh man, there's so many things I want to ask him. Like, am I making it to heaven? That's the first one.
It's gonna be like,
And then he's gonna be like, no. I would. Where do you live?
Yeah,
What's your zip
There
code?
you go.
What's your zip
what's
code?
your zip code?
Yeah, no, I honestly can't think of anything after what I've just heard. I'm sorry. You
Zach Galifianakis. He's a cool.
That's-
Oh, Will Ferrell. My dad looks like Will Ferrell. It'd just be like having a dinner with my dad, but like a way cooler version.
So you'd have 3 different dinners with 3 different guests.
Yeah. We'd on it. Would be, have you seen Dinner for Schmucks?
I have not. No.
Zach Galifianakis is going to be there. Michael Gary Scott from The Office. He's going to be there in that exact charter. I don't want Steve Carell there.
I'm getting a
He's
lot of
not-
comments right now on my phone. Of
Who is it?
Your pick. My sister is.
I'm probably going to get some
Saying
flack for
sushi
that. I mean,
for
no
Jesus.
disrespect in anybody.
Sushi for Jesus. He does know a thing or two about fish.
Yeah, teach him how to fish.
Yeah. I also got a text from my billet brother.
Mr. Jackson
And
Applequist.
Mr. Jackson Applequist
Hello,
is
Jackson.
listening, and he said that my hidden talent is eating ice cream.
Oh, do
'Cause-
you bite ice cream?
No, I can eat. I used to eat a tub of ice cream every 2 nights.
That's impressive.
Back
Those
in
are
high
rookie
school.
numbers, you psycho. You
Yeah,
could
but
bump
I
that
don't
up
get
one a
brain
night.
freezes, so it's like it's
You
super
just
fast.
down it.
Oh yeah.
Zach, who would your dinner guest be?
Like I said, I have
Dude,
absolutely no idea.
we could think of something here. Nate, what's favorite movie?
Honestly, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
I would say Kevin
Out
Hart.
of everyone in the world, you could have anybody, and you choose Kevin Hart. I said Jesus, and you choose Kevin Hart.
Well, I don't know.
Kevin Hart.
I like his
Kevin
movies.
Hart,
I don't
too.
know.
I
is
like
a-
Kevin Hart too, but
that
if I
is
could
a
pick
jab
anyone
and a
in the
half.
world ever,
All right, you got me on that one. I have no idea.
What would if you were to have dinner with Kevin Hart? What meal would you serve Kevin Hart?
Hot wings.
Hot wings.
Yeah.
That would be good. We had both goalies on. Both goalies had the same answers.
of course,
They gave the exact
Yeah.
same answer. They both said Stephen Hawking, and they both said that they'd serve pasta and meatballs.
I don't know why
Okay,
either
to
of
be
those
that
would
guy.
be chosen.
I know where you're going.
Okay, I don't even have to say it then. All right. Out of all, I'm disappointed.
Just going back to Kevin Hart.
No,
There's just-
actually,
there's
that's
just
a
no-
terrible pick. But
For Parshall, there's no other answer to this question than Jesus.
I don't know. I just feel like I that or there's this guy. He lives in Colorado right now. His name's Jackson Applequist. None of you have heard of him, I promise. I'd
Yeah, he's
probably
not
have
that
dinner
important.
with him. He's
pick
pretty
him
cool.
or Logan Hannon.
He's
pretty good.
and I would like to quote this. He's massively average, is what he said. So Jackson, we're going out to dinner soon with Jesus
with Jesus.
and Kevin Hart.
With sushi. and hot wings.
and
No,
ice,
not
and,
Stephen Hawking's.
and ice cream.
Is he? Is he alive?
No. If you could have one app on your phone, what would it be?
One app.
One app.
Faceback. You can take a. That is an other guy's quote. If you guys don't
Yeah,
know.
that is probably one of the favorite movies on the bus, and we spent actually a whole intermission quoting the movie.
Yes.
Wow.
It was not healthy.
It
That's
was
impressive.
Yeah, I think we honestly quoted the whole movie, and
like by scene.
like
scene by
it
scene.
was insane. There was probably
Start to
4 or
finish?
5 of us
I will
going
rock
at
your
it,
Body with nasty hooks.
and then it had to end because we had to go on the ice, obviously. But
I mean, does a music app count?
Sure.
I mean, that I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm gonna choose something different than the music app. The
Okay.
music app is standard.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Are we saying something that doesn't come on the phone? Because
We need something
I
that
would
doesn't
say
come on
like,
the phone.
okay.
If you can only download one app, you
I
get
would-
all the stock ones, and then you can only download one more.
Oh,
I would
jeez.
choose Whoop.
Whoop.
Whoop. It's my
Again,
fitness
you're a
tracker.
nerd.
Okay.
And I would choose this. It just it's important to me.
Okay.
And I can learn a lot from this, and I also need it for class. So
That's the real reason.
neat.
Zach, how about you?
I'm looking through my apps right now. I don't know.
A lot of people said Snapchat. That was a very popular one.
Oh,
Snapchat,
yeah,
a
Snapchat's
good
big.
one.
Yeah, no, it's a
Instagram. was
Everyone's
mentioned
telling
as
me
well.
right now to say TikTok.
TikTok.
no,
Yeah.
no. Whoever's saying
Have
TikTok,
you joined the TikTok
no.
craze, Bishop?
I mean, I go on it for hours at a time and forget how
So-
long I've been on it. So
So
yeah,
you joined it.
If anyone sends me a TikTok, I delete it.
Yeah.
And I don't watch it. I hate it.
Parshall does not approve of
Yeah.
TikTok.
No, I
No.
don't. I don't.
I
like
definitely
it.
find myself on it more than I would like. But
What are your top 3 burger toppings?
oh, geez.
Oh, okay. All right. I could go on. This is another 3-hour question. Fried mac and cheese.
Oh, That's a good
onion
choice.
rings, bacon, barbecue sauce. That's all in one. Those all have to be on the same burger. You know those crispy onion straws?
Yes, those have to be
those
on there.
Those are, as the cool kids would say, fuego. I believe
Yes.
they're saying nowadays.
Zach, how about you? Top 3 burger toppings?
Honestly, those onion straws, bacon, pickles.
Pickles.
Yeah.
That would be a good burger.
I do like pickles.
If there were to be an arm wrestling tournament on your team, bracket style, who would come out on top?
Partial or SD.
Yeah.
That pretty much aligns with what we've
Yeah.
with what we've heard.
Really?
What?
Yeah, a lot of guys have said SC though, right? Chris has been up
I
there.
said SD.
How many said me?
2 said you. So
Here.
David said winning it would be Justin Adams, but then
he's not even on our
Yeah, he's not even on our team
know.
anymore.
he said Dylan, Chris, and Jack would give him a run for his money. Colton said either Dylan or Legas, and then Justin said Darcy or Johnson.
Dylan said that Ligas has that farm boy strength.
He's a
I could
sleeper.
see that. I could
he's a,
see
he's
that.
a sleeper.
Colton said that. You said Dylan said that.
I said Colton.
Did you misquote it? Okay,
Yeah, no, he does. He's kind of like he's a sleeper pick.
sure.
Definitely when he gets mad too.
Oh yeah.
Get him fired up a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe go after his
My
hair.
eyes-
He kind of scares
if we're
me, to be
talking-
honest. I'm not gonna lie. If he gets kicked in the face with the sewer ball, which it's happened, he gets that look in
part of
his
the game.
face that
It's part of the game.
I honestly walk away because I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know if he's gonna chuck a water bottle. I don't know if he's gonna punch someone in the face
or murder him.
or murder him.
knows?
It's just
no
go
one
after him.
knows.
All right. If you were stranded on an island and help is coming in 7 days, and you could bring two teammates along with you, who would they be and why?
Next question. I can't answer
Who's
that.
the thinker?
Yeah, no,
That's like I
just,
can't answer
It's
that.
just disrespectful
Yeah,
to the team.
Just
that's
gotta
like
bring
telling
the
them
whole
pick your
team.
favorite kid. You can't.
Yeah,
That's
You
true.
can't.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done. Bye, everyone. This is, I can't take it.
If you could spend the day in any of your teammates' shoes, who would it be and why?
Gore, once again, that guy is
Yep.
a living myth. I don't know what he. I want to know what he thinks about.
Or Panos. I would say Panos too,
Frank,
definitely.
okay.
I
Yeah,
would definitely say
Frankosaurus.
him. Frankosaurus Rex. I would say him, definitely.
Frank,
I see
okay.
him walking around campus, and I just want to know what he's thinking about. Because I don't know if he's lost or what, but
I do see him everywhere.
I do too.
I do.
We have him in audio production. Yes. Yeah, he kind of just keeps to himself, though.
Yeah, nice guy. Love him.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic,
When
man.
you're talking to him,
Yep.
it's
He's gotten
good,
really good
but
at sewer too. He's actually
Yeah.
made the jump to the 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look
You
at
heard
that.
it here. He is in the 18.
Yep.
He's in the A team.
In the 18.
Heard it here first.
Yep.
Parshall, this one is kind of more for you. We had when Justin was on, we gave him a list of words that New Yorkers say differently. And you know exactly where it's going. We brought up Florida.
Oh.
We didn't bring up Florida.
What? Yeah, we did.
After the show.
I will
not
explain.
Oh,
on
after the show we
air.
did.
I can explain this to you
Okay.
in a very short amount of time.
Okay.
Okay.
This is going to be a 3-hour answer.
No. It'd be like, it could be. So Florida is half non-Floridians.
Sure.
Okay. Half snowbirds. And then let's say 70% of the snowbirds are coming from the regions that like New York that say Florida. Okay. So we just do simple math here. We have about I don't know the simple math. I could be way off with this percentage, but like 40% of the state, 30% of the state says Florida. No, it's Florida. I don't understand why there has to be too many things, but all because of the snowbirds, now half the state says Florida. It's Florida.
Are there any words that you say differently, being from Florida?
Soda.
Soda?
Soda. Nobody says soda, I guess.
I say soda.
I
You
say
say
it.
soda? That's a southern thing.
I say it.
Pop is how
Oh.
you're supposed to say it. Yeah.
I don't say
Yeah,
pop.
That's what I said.
I
Yeah.
say soda.
Yes, that's what I said too.
Maybe
It's-
it's a Wisconsin thing, being soda.
You
I also
from
say
Wisconsin?
bubbler. Yeah, I'm from Wisconsin. I say bubbler instead of water fountain.
Yeah,
or
you
drinking
should.
fountain.
Yeah, no.
And
Don't do that.
I really confuse people with that.
Yes.
I've
I
like,
don't like
I've
that
like
at all.
Clicker and remote. Ernie says clicker. for
Oh,
a remote.
I say remote.
I
I've
say
Yeah.
clicker.
I've heard clicker before. Yeah.
Ernie, you need to
But
fix
I
that,
mean,
dude.
I shouldn't be talking. I
Yeah,
say so
Ronaldo.
many words weird.
Yeah. Oh God. We discovered that with Justin too. But yeah, bubbler has confused a lot of people. I don't even know where we were, but I like slipped up and I said bubbler instead of water fountain, and everyone looked at me like I had 3 heads. I don't know. It's just kind of commonplace.
did.
It's one word
Just
in
kinda
hockey
commonplace in
that's
Wisconsin.
Like that. Breezers and pants.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
One word
yes.
in hockey. That's about
Yeah.
it. I can
Yeah,
think
breezers.
of breezers and pants.
What's the
It's the exact same thing.
what's
but
like the differentiator of how you say it though?
I say breezers. I don't really say pants.
I say pants. That's about it.
You
I
say
don't know.
pants.
But I do. I know. Like I like say breezers sometimes just because
Yeah.
it sounds cooler.
Yeah. I think that's why I
Breeze
say it
brothers
too,
because we're
but-
feeling so fresh right now.
Sounds more official than just pants.
Yeah.
That's fair. This one
Well,
is
it's
one
not
that
nice.
Rebecca found. Can you name 3 consecutive days without using the words Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday?
Is this a sick joke?
I was looking up questions, just like generic questions, and that one popped up on every site that I looked at.
Wait.
Okay,
Can you
repeat the
repeat
question?
the question?
It's just a really easy answer too, and I'm gonna just.
Can you name 3 consecutive days
Oh, you're reading. it,
without
you
using
can't
the
say.
words Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday?
Sunday,
We both
Monday,
had different
Tuesday.
answers, though.
Ah, there we go. That's what I had.
Is
That's
it
what
right?
I said.
Sunday,
yes.
Monday, Tuesday.
Yes.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
I said
We both got it
yesterday,
right.
today, tomorrow.
Oh, is that the
Oh.
answer?
That's crazy.
That's an answer.
Wow.
Those are like the 2 answers we found.
That's good. That's good.
Big brain.
Yeah.
Big brain over there.
Apparently, I'm from another planet.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. So we learned from the road trips and just from your schedule in general that you play a lot of games in Wisconsin. And Parshall, we also learned that you love going on these road trips because of Quick Trip. Zach, we want to know what your favorite part of the Wisconsin road trips are. Is it also a Quick Trip? Is that
If
just
you-
a shared interest in the team, or
He doesn't have a choice. He has no choice but to.
No, it is definitely Quick Trip. I think it's more like how hyped up he gets. Like I don't really think it's. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I
Be very careful what you're about ready to say right now.
All right. First off, the food is amazing. Obviously,
Fantastic,
it's a
fresh.
5-star
The
restaurant.
pizza was really good. I was pleasantly surprised by the
Did you
pizza.
check the time it was made? It was probably only made like an hour ago.
Oh, I didn't
yeah,
check it. I
they're
just
only
ate
in
it.
there for
But
I was just
a
hungry.
couple hours at a time.
Anyway, I think I could live without going into Quick Trip.
Okay.
But as long as I see him stand up, start throwing his hands in the air and screaming about it, I think that's what makes it, to be honest.
we had you mic'd up for the Quick Trip run, which
Yeah.
we recently watched the clip back, and
Oh, God.
it is highly entertaining.
Nice.
Because you are just a kid in a candy shop.
I truly am.
And let me tell you, it didn't start at Lewis.
No,
He did this
Yeah.
back in
I went
juniors
to
as
Quick-
well.
Sure.
I went to Quick Trip every single day. Every day. Every single day in the Dells.
Sure.
Every day.
Because
Sometimes multiple times. Actually, I probably went multiple times a day, every day, to Quick Trip.
I assume that's where it started.
Yes.
When you played in the Dells.
And
See,
then when I came to Chicago, we went up to the Dells, or
Sure.
went up to really anywhere in Wisconsin.
Yeah, anyway.
Had to stop at a Quick
I had
Trip.
to stop at Quick
Have
Trip.
to.
I must say, being from Wisconsin, I don't think I've ever eaten food from Quick Trip until the road trip.
It's fantastic.
So it was
though,
a very
isn't it?
eye-opening experience.
Yeah.
But I must
You
say,
will be back.
I will be back. Like if I'm
The
ever
Quickery?
if I'm ever driving home and I need a bite to eat,
Yeah,
you know,
the Quickery.
definitely heading to Quick Trip. It's always a good place to stop for me. So now I'll know that there's good food there too.
Yeah, Quick Trip. If you want to sponsor Lewis University ice hockey, feel free.
You can get like the little Quick Trip logo up on
all-
the jerseys.
I will email them and I will tell you how.
He
it
will
goes.
frame.
I will frame this
that
email
jersey.
response, and I'll probably just be
Frame the
like,
jersey with the Quick Trip
Yes.
logo on it.
Actually, I just want the whole jersey to be a Quick Trip logo.
Yeah. Our
Alright.
fourth alternate's just to be Quick Trip.
Brought to you in part by Quick Trip.
You only wear them for the Wisconsin games too.
which are like half the schedule.
That
so
is,
it's
yeah. Because you
perfect,
guys, who do you all play in Wisconsin? You have
Concordia,
Concordia.
Milwaukee. Am I
Marquette.
Marquette? Thank
Marquette.
you.
Oshkosh.
Yeah.
Marion.
Marion.
I feel like there's one more. No, that's
No, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Those four, and you played what 3 of them on the road?
Yeah.
This season? 'Cause Marquette-
Concordia.
Concordia was on the road.
Oshkosh was on the road.
Oshkosh was on the road,
Yeah, I
and
remember
Marion.
that. Yep.
So
Yep.
Marquette was the only one you hosted at home.
Yep.
Yep.
First
Speaking
game
of
too.
Marquette, we never touched on playoffs. I just realized this. We've gone this whole interview without talking about playoffs.
Yeah, we can continue on.
Yeah, we don't have to
We
even
don't
talk
have to.
about it.
Unfortunately, the result was not obviously what you guys wanted. But what
Yeah.
was kind of the mentality, or just kind of the team attitude going into that game, being in playoffs? I assume there was a lot of energy in it.
Yeah, I definitely think that a lot of people were excited
Sure.
that it was their. I mean, I was pumped that it
Sure.
was my first playoffs. A little rattled. I was injured for it, but
Yeah. Did you end up playing in the game?
oh yeah,
You
no,
did? Okay.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
did. There's pretty much nothing would have stopped that from happening.
Sure,
So,
sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that people were just. I think they were a little bit more nervous. Maybe that's why
Sure.
I didn't do well. I don't know if it was just that. I think for me and Bish, it's a different story because we come from a harder playoffs.
Yeah,
where you
definitely.
play a 3-game series.
Sure.
That's the best, out of the 3-game series. You go on, and then you go do another 3-game series, and then another, and so it just keeps on going. So, for us, it was definitely, and the older guys in the locker room, it really wasn't too crazy. We just kind of knew that we needed to keep it, like at every other game, and
Yeah.
just go out there, do your job, and if you do your job right, then
Get off
everything
the
should
ice and
fall.
do it again.
Yeah, exactly. Everything should fall into place. Obviously, that didn't happen. Don't know why it didn't happen. It could have been a lot of things. Maybe
Yeah.
people just didn't understand what really comes into play when you're talking about playoff hockey. But
Sure.
definitely going to be excited, looking forward to next year.
Yeah, you guys were also playing heavily injured though throughout it all.
Yeah.
Because Zach, you've been fighting through something as
Yeah,
well.
a little
correct?
bit here and there. Yeah.
Yeah, and Chris was playing injured.
Yeah.
So was Made.
Made.
So was Gore. So was Eric. Me.
So half the team.
Colton had-
yeah.
yeah.
And Joey.
Yeah, Joey too.
What was up with Joey?
His
His
wrist.
wrist.
His wrist.
Yeah.
Okay,
Shout out to Joey, too. He's a fireman now.
Yeah,
job,
congratulations, Joey.
look at that.
Yeah.
So we're always looking to improve the show, and one idea we had recently was for future guests was to head to a public skate at Canlan and interview them as we're taking laps around the ice.
100%.
I
100%?
I love that idea.
We're thinking that we could try it with
We
Jack.
can go right now.
Let's do it.
We were thinking we could try it with Jack. We're having him on in a couple weeks, I believe, 2 weeks. He was supposed to be on last week, but he wasn't feeling well.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah,
didn't
he's
get out.
been
I don't think he's
really
gotten out of
sick.
bed
Really?
since.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling good for playoffs, and then on the way home, you definitely saw him just
Yeah, he just kind of.
absolutely shut down. He was not doing good at all.
Yeah.
So we're thinking about for a future interview because I am in the process of learning how to skate.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, yes.
Looking good too.
Yeah, it's a slow and steady process,
Oh
but
yeah. You
we're
go to
working
stick
on
and puck sometime.
I know. I have to get this. No, I have
Yeah.
to get the gear for stick and puck first.
No, only gotta have skates,
You gotta have
helmet, gloves, and stick.
That's true.
That's only.
That's still more than I have now, though.
Yeah,
I
but
could probably
got,
bring- I
I got
could
an
probably
extra pair of
bring gear.
gloves. We
I
got.
Well, there you go.
I have a couple
Yeah.
helmets at
We
home.
got helmets.
I'll bring some for
We
you.
got you. Just call us up.
I gotta get skates first. That's a big thing.
That is a
I'm
big-
sure
These
we
rental
have
things are
them at
killing my
home
feet.
too.
Yeah, we also do have. We probably have skates too.
Yeah, I get
Uh,
new skates almost every year, so
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I got
they don't.
enough.
They don't last very long when you skate this.
That's true
skate
with
this
the
much.
amount that you guys
Yeah,
are playing.
especially because we coach over the summer.
Oh
like, we're
yeah,
on the ice
you guys are
10
skating all
hours.
year
Yeah.
round.
10 hours. We
Yeah.
skate more in the summer than we do in the
Yeah,
regular
definitely.
season.
Yeah,
Because we were on. Actually, maybe they're probably equal, but 2 hours. So, geez, dude.
It's like 6 hours a day, I would say, right?
Yeah, on the ice,
On
and
the
then
ice.
5 days a week. That's
Yeah.
almost 30 hours on ice a week. Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Multiply that by like eight of them.
yeah. Wow, it's a lot of skating.
Yeah.
We're gonna be pros, literally pros by the 10,000 hour rule
That's
here.
why we're
pretty
so
There
soon.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should
Wow.
just get an auto bid into the league.
Oh, I'm already. You haven't heard?
Yeah, we
I'm
actually got
going.
drafted.
I'm actually going next
Yeah.
year.
One thing we want to add to the interviews now is we want to open it up to you guys if you have any questions for us. Kind of flip
Oh.
the mic around.
First, I want to have a weekly special. That's my first thing.
Okay.
I want to have a weekly special.
Okay.
Where
I'd
I
love to
come
be
and
here
ask
as well.
questions
Okay.
to you guys.
I think we can make that happen.
Yeah, I'd love that. It'd be good.
Parshall's Corner.
That's what you
All
said
right.
last time.
Really? Did I say that last
Yeah,
time?
you
I
said
think you
wanted
mentioned
to have a
something,
show
yeah.
And call it Parshall's Corner.
We could make that happen.
As long as
Wow.
I'm on, I'm in.
Yep. I'm gonna bring on special guests.
Wait, what's that? What's that name that you called us earlier? Our line, our
Bishop.
Bishop.
The Bishop
The
Corner.
Bishop Corner.
Bishop
Corner.
Corner. There you go.
I'm not gonna do it. Questions for you
Questions
guys.
for us.
Okay.
I'm thinking could you bring anyone to dinner? What would it be?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see it. No
Yeah.
time. You have
No time.
Yeah, right now. Answer the question.
Oh, who would I bring to dinner? Oh, I'm gonna say Roger Federer.
Oh.
I played tennis in high school. He was and throughout since like I was 7, so he was very like kind of always a player I looked up to and watched all the time. So I'd say him.
All right. What would be the
What would I
dinner?
serve?
Yeah.
Oh, I really like ravioli. So probably a good ravioli dinner.
Yeah, you should
What
pick
kind of
something else.
what kind of ravioli?
What
are
kind
we
of
talking?
ravioli?
Are we talking in a can? Are we talking handmade?
Oh, handmade. You have to
You
go
can't eat it out of a
handmade.
can.
You
Okay.
can't do a
Hey,
can.
hey.
I'm
Just saying.
Italian. I get riled up about that.
Yeah, Rebecca gets mad about her pasta.
I do.
Who would be who would be your dinner guest, Rebecca?
I'd probably have to say, I forget what she is, but she's like my great aunt. I'm named after her.
Ah. Getting sentimental.
Wow.
Sorry, that's all I can think about right now.
Jesus, you could have chosen.
I didn't want to steal your answer.
I still can't believe you said that.
I'm probably gonna get.
I say we work, because we were talking about doing this again next year and using some of the clips from you guys mic'd up for an intro. I think we should put that in the intro.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You go to dinner with Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I would love to be mic'd up next.
Oh yeah, we can do it.
I'm thinking
I
next
would
year
do
we
that.
mic one of you guys up every game. Just, even if we don't use
In
it
a
for
real
anything.
game?
No,
Oh,
just
no,
for
no,
the
no,
warm-up,
okay.
sorry.
You would not want that.
If we had a microphone that we could just trash,
We would
and
be arrested.
deconstruct, and
How much did they cost?
a pretty penny. That would be like throwing a $800 mic out the window.
I mean, if we
Yeah.
put it in the right place, I don't think
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
would be hurt.
We could just, if we're gonna if it's gonna be a segment, then the guys could just all chip in.
We would need to find a really good place to hide it, because when we did it for Ernie and Jack, we put it like kind of in the back of their pants. I found like, I don't know, Matt's was easy to mic up, but Jack's was like, there was like some loop in his pants. I'm like, I hope this holds. I'm like, if you feel something dragging behind you, then turn around and pick it up, please.
Yeah.
Don't
before
fall
we lose the
backwards.
pack. Yeah, that's the thing I told Matt too. Like, don't fall backwards. Yeah, but We would be very very down to mic you guys up.
I think it needs to be done with no and knowing.
Yeah.
I mean, yes and
Just
no.
like a
Yes
handshake.
and no.
I need to know when there's a microphone
Okay,
nearby.
well, okay. Never
There are
mind.
some
That is
people.
bad, yeah.
Yes. I need to know. I need to know.
I
at all
remember
times.
when Jack had the mic on it. He was
asking
he was
questions to
telling the world.
everyone.
He told the opposing team that he was mic'd up.
Oh, really?
Oh, was he like, hey, I'm mic'd up right now.
Yeah,
I'm mic'd up right
he
now.
was like skating along the center line. He's like, hey, I'm mic'd up. I don't think any of them turned around, but he still told them anyway. Yeah.
Dude.
There was some good content from the mic'd up stuff though.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed.
I'm waiting
that.
for my debut. On
Oh,
that
of
one.
course, of
Yeah.
course. We'll make our rounds.
We
through-
might run our
through
own
the
little
team.
show on the ice during warm-ups.
Oh.
Just start
Oh,
asking
that's cool. We should have you
questions.
guys in the box.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of sick.
Oh.
Have you guys in the box like the NHL? You know,
There you
like,
go.
Get like a behind the glass with
Yeah.
Pierre, but instead of Pierre, it's you, Reid.
There we go.
Or you,
I did
Rebecca.
get to sit down by the official score for senior night though.
Yes, I do remember
running
that.
the PA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a great view to watch a hockey game from.
it is.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Get to hear all the
It's actually
banter
better
and
on
the
the
penalty
Yeah.
ice,
boxes.
but
I'm going
There was some good banter. Yeah, there were some good moments from in between the benches, especially from Pico and DePaul's coach,
Danny.
Yes,
Yeah,
there was,
our old assistant coach.
yeah, there was
What's cracking?
There was some good banter going back and forth there, but
I have a question.
okay.
If you could wear one color of clothing, one color of clothing and then one color of shoes for the rest of your life,
Wow.
what will it be?
One color of clothing.
One color. We're talking.
Ah.
If you say gray outfit every day.
Oh,
You
like
say
head to toe.
Head to toe.
Ooh. Oh man.
that's a good question.
Yeah, that is. What would you wear?
It's not fair. I got to ask it.
I
Probably
think
would.
his would be black.
I would either go black
I
or
would think
white.
his
would be
Black.
black, and he would go Birkenstocks, and I think I might
would.
do the same.
I would go
Yeah.
I would
Birkenstocks.
do black and Birkenstocks.
If when I go move back to someplace warm, only shoes are gonna be Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
I'd probably go black clothes. I don't know for shoes. I don't
I'd
know.
go white shoes. Daddy
Whatever's-
likes white shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like white shoes.
Black clothes, white shoes. Rebecca, how about you?
Okay. I'd probably have to say all black clothes. I feel like I wear that now anyway. And for shoes, I'd go flip flops.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I got yelled at earlier in the year because I wore flip flops every day.
Every day.
Yeah, my mom has to yell at me sometimes. I wear them out in winter.
Oh my god.
I don't know how you can do that. You just don't get cold either, though.
No, I turn purple though.
That's good. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's no.
Nice. Good blood flow. This is sweet.
I mean, that also could be a
We
test
got
to the
we got
fact.
Dr. Parshall over here analyzing it.
Dr. Parshall's corner.
Dr. Parshall's corner. There we go. And any other questions for us?
What do you guys want to do when you graduate, Lewis?
Oh, easy. Ideally, it'll be working for a hockey team, kind of like what we do with you guys. Just filming stuff, editing it, putting it out somewhere.
Yeah, I want to go into sports production, so either working with a network or a team. I don't really know which, but something editing, kind of what we do like this, or other stuff we like with the Flyer Nation episodes.
Yeah.
If you things like that.
Also unreal once again.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
If you could work for any NHL team, what would it be?
Hawks.
Hawks.
Vegas.
All right.
I'm a big Knights fan.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I like to hear,
of course.
dude.
That definitely the Knights. Living in Las Vegas, of course.
Yeah.
One of the coolest arenas
Are we
in the
going
league.
to the rink again this year?
Of course, yeah. We'll be in Vegas April 18th through the 22nd. There's a big broadcast convention out there that we all go out to. So we'll be making the annual pilgrimage to T-Mobile Arena,
That's so
as we've called it.
so cool. Have you been there before or no?
It'll be the second annual pilgrimage to T-Mobile Arena.
It is unreal.
Yeah.
I love it.
That just the whole city in general is really
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
And just seeing how they've adapted to the team as well.
Taking them in so nice.
They have, yeah. And now with the Raiders coming, that'll be interesting too.
Yeah, seriously.
Vegas is moving their
And,
AHL team
yeah.
there too.
I'm curious to see how Seattle does with their new.
Oh, Seattle's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm calling it here first. They're gonna win the Stanley Cup the first year.
Stanley
that
Cup
they're there.
first year. They'll be like Vegas, but
they're gonna
actually,
win.
But they'll actually
winning,
win?
Unfortunately, yeah. Any other questions from the players before we wrap this up?
You know what? I do. I know.
Okay.
I got some like circling through my head. I
Okay.
really don't. Okay. This is rapid fire questions.
Oh boy.
Crap.
We gotta get the mic ready with Rebecca.
Hang on, I got you. Here, we'll share a mic.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Dogs.
You a cat person?
Bad
Parshall?
start. Favorite color?
Red.
Lilac.
Lilac.
Oh, nice.
Every
Favorite
time.
movie?
Airplane.
Spirit. It's a horse
The
movie.
airline Spirit?
No, it's like a animated horse movie.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Rebecca's a horse girl. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I see the wheels turning.
Fly or hold your breath underwater?
Fly.
Fly.
If you could, this is from Barstool.
Okay.
An ambassador to the alien race. Who would it be?
Like anyone
Anyone.
that would need to like talk to the aliens.
Yep.
Who would I send? Oh wow. Oh, this can't be a rapid fire one.
Oh.
You got to think about this. Oh man.
It's the last of the rapid fires.
Okay, last of the rapid fire. Ambassador to the alien race.
Probably me. Because you call me an alien already.
You would send you? Yeah. I'm convinced that Rebecca's from a different planet.
I say
She says Nashville, Nashville. And I
Yeah.
thought it was a joke at first.
I've never heard that in my
Nashville?
life.
And
Never.
just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done for this.
what was the one we discovered 2 days ago? Oh, tag along.
Oh yeah. So I recently discovered that that this region of the country has different names for Girl Scout cookies.
What?
Because okay.
Come
I
again?
think that our host is having a stroke.
No, okay. Here's the thing. So, true thing. Girl Scout cookies come from 2 different places.
Yes.
And they have different like some cookies have 2 different names.
Really?
Yeah.
So like
So
he
there's,
calls
like,
one
What are
peanut butter
tag-alongs?
patties.
Yeah.
I call them do-si-dos.
Oh, do-si-dos are
Yeah.
Tight.
But from where I'm from, they're peanut butter patties.
really?
Yeah. So I saw the word do-si-do and I had no idea what it was.
What's a do-si-do?
Yeah.
Do-si-dos.
Yeah. I just had no idea about this. Yeah, and I don't know. You say tag along, and I'm pretty.
No, I say tag along.
You insist that you say
Tag
tag.
along.
Tag along versus tag along.
Tag along. Tag a lung.
I
ladies and
can't
gentlemen.
hear myself speak half the time.
Hey, now I feel bad.
It's a deaf joke. I make fun of it all the time.
No.
One of my best friends is sitting here. We've
I've
gotten
literally,
before.
I tried to call her out in class one time, and she didn't hear me. And I go, "You're so deaf." And some dude turns around and goes, "What the hell?"
Hey, come on.
Like I've known her for years. Don't worry about it.
Okay, we talked
She
about
says
it all the
worse.
time.
Oh man. Any other questions for us before we wrap? Oh, Zach.
Is water wet?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
I think we should end it.
No. Answer.
Is water wet?
Your question or my question? Your answer.
I'm gonna say no. Water makes things wet.
All right.
I'd probably have to say the same.
Has this ever been proven by science? Has there been a definitive answer?
Yeah, somebody figured it out. If it's saturated in water molecules, then it's wet. And
All right,
water
actually,
is
simple
all-
question. I've actually asked this question to a lot of people in the last
Okay.
couple weeks. Is cereal a soup?
Ooh.
It actually isn't it considered cold? It's considered.
I say yes.
Do you know that oatmeal is hot cereal?
Yeah.
Yes.
That did not go.
Okay,
over
well-
as I thought.
Okay, well, back to my
I'm
question.
gonna say that is cereal a soup?
I mean, I guess technically.
No.
Yes, it is.
Soup
I'm gonna say
gross.
no.
Okay, I don't
You
care
don't
if
like
it's
soup,
gross
Parshall?
or not,
I hate
but
I mean,
really,
I hate soup too.
Oh, I love soup.
But is it
I'm gonna say no.
considered
This is for
soup?
any
But
of your
why
soup-
is it no?
I feel like for soup you need like. Well, I was gonna say you
Because
need
there's
more.
cold soup. There is cold soup.
I was thinking like you need more than one like
Lucky Charms.
like-
There you go.
Exactly. Or then I thought of like tomato soup. I'm like, well, that's just tomato soup. Maybe it is a soup now.
I'm telling
right,
you, it's
Maybe
a
you
soup.
have me convinced that
It is
that
a
cereal
soup.
is a
That
soup.
should be
It's
your new
not.
question.
It's
No, no, no.
cereal a soup.
No.
Make a
And
note of
then
that.
This is for all you soup lovers out there. I would like you to pick your favorite soup, deconstruct it, and find a meal that's like it. So let's say you like broccoli cheddar. Think, or go and eat a meal of broccoli and mac and cheese. I want
I
you
hate this. I hate
to
that he
throw
does
up.
this.
I want you to throw up in the toilet. Do not flush it. I want you to look at it. I want you to look at it long and hard, and I want you to think what it makes you think of. Soup, your favorite beloved soup, is your vomit.
This is not the first time you said this either.
You've
Soup
heard this
is
before.
gross.
Oh, I have heard this multiple times.
I hate soup.
That's such an odd comparison.
He
I love
absolutely hates soup, and he will
But
say
it's a
this
correct
every time.
comparison.
soup is great.
Soup is not
There's
great.
nothing better on a cold winter day than a
Hot
bowl of soup.
chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate is good,
Better
but I
than
do like
soup.
soup. Zach,
Better
what are your
than
thoughts
soup.
on soup?
I mean, I like
Yay
soup.
or nay?
I like soup,
You're
but
not as torn about
I would
it
never
as
eat soup
Parshall.
in front of him ever.
That's true.
Disrespectful.
Because the soup will end up on
Anybody
the
who
floor.
It'll,
Just gets-
It will end up on the floor.
it'll end up so many places other than the floor. Walls, throat, face,
everywhere.
neck.
Soup
Knife.
everywhere if Parshall catches you eating soup.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have like a strict no soup policy on the team?
No, but
It's
we
an
should.
unwritten rule.
It's an unwritten rule.
I don't. Everyone's like, "Oh, I like soup." I'm like, "No, go to hell." No, you don't.
Oh man.
Not around me, you don't.
Any more questions for us before we wrap this up?
No, I don't.
Where do
No,
I get my
I don't
parking
have any.
validated?
What?
Where do I get my parking validated?
Your parking validated?
Yeah, do we have validation? Just kidding.
I don't know. We'll have to work on that. All right. Well, I think that will. I think that'll wrap it up. This has been good. We kind of got off topic a little bit, but that's okay. We had a good conversation about all sorts of things. Found out Parshall's views on soup.
Yep.
Of course.
And Jesus.
And Jesus.
Great guy.
But this has been. What are we on? Episode 4 now.
Episode 4. This is your voice.
Just blowing out everyone's car speakers.
Sorry, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, this has been episode 4 of the Dump and Chase podcast. Stay tuned next week. Who do we have next
As
week?
of right now, nobody. Neither of the
Yeah.
guys.
All
right, we're
stay
back.
tuned for round
Thank
2,
you.
episode 5.
Stay tuned eventually for the Bishop corner, whenever that may be. If we can make that happen,
Very soon.
we will make that happen. But stay tuned for we'll have some more music on later. But this has been episode 4. It'll be on YouTube whenever Rebecca edits it. That's been the running theme.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you very
thank
much.
you.
Give
Appreciate
it like a week and a half on the.
All right.
the
I'll
episode.
check
week and
back
a
at the
half?
end of the month.
No, I'll work on it tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, so
It'll be up
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
You heard it here.
The-
tomorrow.
The video will be up on
I said
YouTube
I'd
tomorrow.
Work on it tomorrow. I never said
All
it'd be
right.
done by tomorrow.
Fair. All right. Well, thanks for being on, guys. It's been
Oh,
fun
yeah,
to
of course. Thanks for
Thanks
sit
for
down
having
and
us.
talk a little bit. It's been a great
fun,
time.
yeah.
But this has been the Dump and Chase podcast with Reid and Rebecca, episode 4. We'll be back next week, hopefully, once we get our guests lined up. But until then, have a great night.